As we're coming to the end of the year, I don't think Mayor Eric Adams of New York City is going to be reigning in the new year with peace and tranquility because he's got some pending cases coming up in 2024. Trouble ahead of him because now he's got a woman accusing him of SA. She said it happened when he was in the police department and they both working for the city. So under the Adult Survivors Act, she filed a lawsuit for $5 million. She said this SA happened years ago and the statute had run out, and under this new act, she was allowed to file, which she did. The Guardian reported on this story, and this is what the reporter had to say.
Who's at the center of an FBI investigation into his campaign finances, is now being accused of sexual assault. The allegations stem from his time as a New York City police officer in 1993. A lawsuit filed under the Adult Survivors Act in New York on Wednesday alleges that Adams sexually assaulted the plaintiffs while they were working for the city. The Guardian is reporting that Mayor Adams has denied the allegations, stating that he does not know who the plaintiff is and that he would never physically harm another person. The Adult Survivors Act gives sex assault accusers a 1-year window to retroactively file civil suits, which otherwise would have been blocked due to the statute of limitations.
In the lawsuit, it details that the plaintiff was SA'd by Eric Adams, who at the time worked for the police department in 1993. Both of them work for the department. So the woman in question is now seeking $5 million and a trial. The lawsuit was filed in the state Supreme Court in Manhattan. Besides that, the FBI is looking into campaign financing misconduct. Some supporters are saying it's just a tactic to derail his success in the next upcoming election. The employee who is in charge of campaign financing, her home was raided by the FBI. Now, Fox 5 did some reporting on this story. Let's take a listen.
Mayor Adams taking questions from reporters today about the FBI's raid last week at his chief fundraiser's home.
Federal investigators looking into whether the mayor's campaign received illegal foreign donations. Fox 5's Antoine Lewis joins us live in studio with what the mayor had to say today. Antoine.
A lot of tough questions, Stephen and Natasha. Good evening. The mayor was direct, insistent that no one on his staff broke any rules. He also gave more insight into why he returned to New York last week so abruptly.
She outraised every other fundraiser that was in the race. She worked hard. She learned.
Mayor Eric Adams on his top fundraiser, Breonna Suggs. Last week, FBI agents raided the home of Suggs. According to the search warrant, the FBI is investigating whether the Adams 2021 mayoral campaign conspired with the KSK Construction Company of Brooklyn to funnel foreign money into the campaign by way of a straw donor scheme. And while agents left with several boxes, the mayor, confident and insistent that no wrongdoing has occurred by way of a directive that's been in place since before day one.
And what I stated, we must always follow the rules because we knew that our campaign will always be scrutinized. And so we wanted to make sure we were above reproach.
Adams was in the nation's capital as part of a coalition of U.S. mayors to meet with White House officials about the migrant crisis when notified of the raid. He says his decision to skip the meeting and return to New York was twofold.
There was a professional part of maintaining, my staff and my city. But I think sometimes we miss the fact that there's a human part to life. As a human being, I was concerned about a young 25-year-old staffer that went through a traumatic experience.
Suggs has been with Adams since 2017 when he was Brooklyn Borough president. According to the New York Times, she was issued a subpoena to testify in front of a federal grand jury. Team Adams says they are cooperating fully.
And I think, as you know, there have been no accusations of wrongdoing that we are aware of.
I would be shocked if someone states that our campaign coordinated in illegal behavior. I cannot tell you how much I start today with telling my team, we gotta follow the law. Gotta follow the law.
Mayor Adams says he has retained an outside law firm, and in regards to campaign donations, the mayor says the team routinely declines those from any potential donor once they sense any potential red flags. Stephen, Natasha.
All right, answer.
According to the New York Post, Several people in Adams' campaign are currently embroiled in multiple fundraising investigations. However, so far, neither the mayor nor his campaign have been accused of any wrongdoings. And then there's a friendship between Mayor Adams and Bishop Whitehead. We know Bishop Whitehead is involved in all kinds of scandals, allegations, lawsuits, etc. So because of this friendship, it put Mayor Adams on the radar for the FBI. A New York Post editorial reads, "An ex-con is using his close ties to Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams to reinvent himself as a bishop overseeing youth mentorship programs." Several months back, before the investigation got underway, a question was posed by New York Post to Eric Adams whether or not his friendship with Bishop Whitehead might change if the allegations against him are substantiated. And the allegations they were talking about at the time was Whitehead allegedly embezzling funds from several people. Well, they're still friends today, so I guess that question was answered. So guys, drop your comments. You're free to weigh in on the discussion concerning Mayor Eric Adams. I'm over and out. Hit the like bell before you leave the page. I greatly appreciate it. And also subscribe if you haven't done so as yet. I thank you. I'll see you all on the next one. Thank you for watching.